Guacamole Day, everybody, which, by the way, was September 16th, Intergalactic Guacamole Day. Also, the reason why aliens are green, it's because of the guacamole. That's why they come here. Yeah, look it up. I promise you, I swear, it's true. NASA said so. They didn't. To make guacamole, first you need some avocados, and they better be ripe. How do you tell if an avocado is ripe? It has a little bit of squish at the bottom of it. They ripen from the top down, so if the bottom is just got that little bit of squish, it's perfect. Cut these in half, get the big core out of there, the big seed out of it, and basically scoop these into the bowl. This is a 2 avocado guacamole. And we're going to add a bunch of salt to this and juice of half of a lime. Because avocados have no salt and no acid to them, you have to add a bunch of it to it. And basically that is our first version of this. We're going to mash this up pretty good, give this a stir. And that is essentially what guacamole in Mexico is going to look like. They don't put the tomatoes and onions and jalapeños and stuff in there because they have that separate. That is guacamole mexicana. Now to make the American version, which is more of a dip really than a sauce, we're going to add what is essentially pico de gallo. So we have some diced white onion here that we're going to rinse off real good. We have our Roma tomato. We're cutting this into 1/4-inch pieces, so I cut it in thirds. And then I cut it into sticks like this, and then you come across and cut it into your little blocks. These are about 1/4-inch pieces. Knife cuts are essential because this has to eat well. You know, you can't get one giant chunk and one small chunk. They have to be consistent. We're going to do the same thing with our jalapeno here. We're going to take the ribs out and all the seeds and everything, basically because they're not edible. That's the main reason. If you're blending it up, you can use them, but in this you cannot. So we're going to slice this into matchsticks and then cross cut it into our little cubes. Again, about 3/16 of an inch for this. Knife cuts are critical because everything has to be uniform size. That is what you were looking for, and that right there is absolutely perfect. Just add this in here. The more you add, the hotter it is. The onions have had a chance to dry a little bit and drain, so we're going to add those in. And then we've got our cilantro to chop up here. I'm just grabbing the whole bunch. This is already washed off and everything, of course. Just grab the tops. You don't really want stems in this because the stems, while they taste good, they have way too much flavor. We're just going to add this to the guacamole here and give this a stir. And essentially, that is the guacamole. That is pretty much it. If you like more or less tomato and stuff in there, add more or less. This is my secret. I have some green Tabasco sauce and some green habanero sauce. This gives it a really nice kick and really sets it off. And that's the secret to my guacamole. And with this, until you know what this does, start small. You can always add more. It's hard to take it out. Basically, there you go. That is how to make my guacamole. It's delicious. It's wonderful. It's awesome. And I think you're going to enjoy it as much as you're going to enjoy watching the next video that I come out with, and you'll know about that when you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell down there. YouTube will tell you when that video comes out, and then you can see more stuff like this when I see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.